Hi folks, Jay from Broken Arrow Archery. Just a quick one today. I've had a few people recently ask me about speed of an arrow and how it can benefit you in the game of 3D. How one arrow can be faster than another. So here's a bit of a guide. I've got two arrows here, pretty much the same. They're similar diameters. One is a Victory V Force in a 400 spine, the other is a 3D HV arrow in 400 spine. So they're the same spine, they're designed to shoot out of the same poundage bow, they're the same length, yet the 3D HV is a much faster arrow than the V Force. The reason for that is that even though they're reasonably identical arrows, is that this 3D HV arrow is much lighter than the Victory V Force arrow. So when I weigh these arrows up, you'll see there's about 100 grain difference in the total weight of these arrows with the points and nocks and everything on them. So we'll weigh them up and then I'll have a shot with them and show you the difference, what a fast arrow can do and how it can help your 3D game. So let's go and do it. So here we have the 3D HV 400 spine with 100 grain point in it, coming in at 311 grains. And now we're going to try the Victory V Force Sport in a 400 grain. So I'll show you that. And it comes in at 409.6 grains. So it's basically as good as 100 grains difference between these two arrows. So we'll shoot them and see how much difference the drop-off is at say 30 yards and 35 yards. And give you an example of what a difference 100 grain makes. Alright, so I've set myself up here at 35 yards. Now I'm going to shoot the V-Force arrow first. So what I've done is I've left my bow set up at my 20 metre or 18 metre indoor setting. I'm not too worried about where these go, I'm more worried about how far apart they are. So I'm going to shoot this Victory V Force. Now you hear that sound that the bow made. I'm going to shoot this 311 grain 3D HV and listen to the sound that my bow makes shooting an arrow this light. This is only 53 pound, this bow, so this 311 grain is well inside the 5 grains per inch. Alright, so we'll go up and have a look how far apart those arrows are. Okay, so here I am down at the target. What I did while you weren't watching is I shot two arrows from 20 yards. One V-Force and one 3D HV, identical to the other two that I shot at 35 yards. So here's the result. The two 18 metre ones, X's, right? The 3D HV from 35 yards has dropped about 100 mil lower than the 20 yard shot, which is this one. So there's the difference of 100 millimeters at 15 yards. But look at this V-Force. That is probably 4 fingers there, 5 fingers there. It's probably 240 millimeters, maybe even more, drop from 18 meters or 20 yards to 35 yards. So it's good to note the difference, how much the arrows will drop over distance and the difference that 100 grains makes. So there's a massive difference. Can you imagine if we and see, this is I'm shooting this out of a 53 pound bow. My 3D setup is running 65 pound. So the difference between like this 3D HV and this 3D HV might be, you know, say 2/3. So they're only, you know, 50-60 mil away from there. So it's good information to understand the advantages of shooting light arrows for 3D. Alright, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you. It's Jay from Broken Arrow signing off.